Welcome to another gripping episode on our True Crime channel. Today, we delve into the chilling case of Ryan Grantham, a name that will forever be associated with the unthinkable, the murder of his 64-year-old mother, Barbara. This haunting story unravels a tale of deception, psychological turmoil, and the shocking transformation of a former child sensation into a malevolent murderer. Join us as we navigate through the darkness of this true crime narrative. Ryan's family and upbringing. Born in 1998, Ryan Grantham hailed from the town of Squamish in British Columbia, Canada. He grew up in a close-knit family alongside his sister Lisa. Their mother, Barbara Waite, was the pillar of their family, nurturing a strong and loving bond with her children. The family shared a deep connection, supporting one another through life's ups and downs. A budding actor's journey. At 8, Ryan embarked on an acting career, appearing on TV shows, commercials, short films, and minor movie roles. He garnered attention at the age of 12 for his role in the 2010 film Diary of a Wimpy Kid. His journey led to more significant roles in higher-budget productions and TV series, frequently portraying shy, awkward teenagers due to his youthful appearance and modest height of 5 foot 2 inches. Notably, he made his mark on the popular Netflix TV show Riverdale, where his talent continued to shine. With 37 acting credits on IMDb, all accomplished between ages 8 and 21, Ryan's acting career was undeniably exceptional. Throughout his career, his sister Lisa and his beloved mother Barbara were his unwavering sources of support and pride. Grantham families struggle with dark times. As Ryan's acting career flourished, his mother, Barbara, received a cancer diagnosis, setting the stage for a challenging period. Her family, including Ryan, rallied around her. But this trying time took a toll on Ryan. Coupled with the pressure of his career, it triggered disturbing behavior changes. Ryan concealed others, likely due to shame. His mental health deteriorated, leading to self-destructive tendencies, including alcohol abuse. Unbeknownst to his family, he also grappled with drug abuse. He secretly dropped out of Simon Fraser University, withdrew into isolation, and developed a troubling interest in the dark web. His fascination with violent content and homicidal fantasies deepened. Ryan documented his disturbing thoughts in a journal, detailing plans involving Molotov cocktails and gruesome scenarios. By March 2020, he had compiled a chilling catalog of sinister plans. Throughout this period, his family, oblivious to his dark thoughts, continued to support him, even in the face of Barbara's illness. However, their lives were about to change profoundly. The fateful day, a mother's tragic end. In the weeks leading up to March 31st, 2020, Ryan's behavior took a disturbing and confounding turn. Then, on that fateful day, March 31st, a shocking and unimaginable act took place. Ryan aimed a pistol at his mother while she was lost in the melody of the piano and abruptly ended her life with a single shot to the back of the head. Following this horrendous act, Ryan reached for his GoPro camera and recorded a chilling confession to the murder he had just committed. He had filmed his lifeless mother and uttered the chilling words, "I shot her in the back of the head in the moments after she would have known it was me." In the aftermath, Ryan proceeded to leave the townhouse. He indulged in alcohol and drugs and even prepared Molotov cocktails. After that, he watched Netflix and went to bed as his mother's lifeless body lay downstairs. The next day, on April 1st, he covered his mother's body in the piano with a plastic tarp, placing candles and a rosary in a solemn, ritualistic arrangement. His next intended step was the assassination of the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Before taking further action, he couldn't resist writing one last entry in his diary, filled with profound remorse and self-loathing. Ryan loaded his car with firearms and camping supplies, believing he would be on the run for a considerable time. Armed with a hand-drawn map from his diary, he set off on a journey lasting over 50 hours, aiming to reach the Prime Minister's residence. Yet, when he reached the town of Hope, 150 miles to the east, he faltered, realizing the complexity of his plot. Fueled by desperation and having already taken his mother's life, it was too late to turn back. He contemplated ending his own life, but in a tragic twist, he decided that repaying the world for the life he had taken from it was the only way forward. As he drove to the nearest police station, he decided to surrender. With a heavy heart and immense guilt, he walked up to the front counter and confessed to the police officer who was seated there everything he had done. Ryan was arrested immediately, marking the shocking end of a terrifying chain of events. Unraveling horror, Lisa's shattering discovery. On April 1st, 2020, the town of Squamish, shrouded in April showers and pandemic-induced silence, was far from its usual self. For Lisa Grantham, this silence held an eerie, unsettling quality. It had been 2 days since she had heard from her mother and brother, Barbara and Ryan. They shared a remarkably close bond and communicated daily. Yet, all her attempts to contact them went unanswered. Concerned, Lisa defied restrictions, drove to her mother's townhouse, and let herself in. What she encountered was deeply baffling. The once vibrant home now seemed eerily silent. In the living room, Lisa's attention was drawn to the grand piano, but it was not as it should be. The piano was inexplicably covered in plastic, with candles scattered haphazardly nearby. Wax dripped on the floor, and beds adorned the piano, creating a disquieting scene. As she looked closer, she made a horrifying discovery under the plastic tarp: the lifeless body of a person. Filled with fear, Lisa immediately called the police. When they arrived, they confirmed the heartbreaking truth: Barbara had tragically lost her life. The weight of this loss was devastating, and Lisa could only think of the daunting task of breaking the dreadful news to her brother, Ryan. What Lisa didn't know was that just a few miles away, Ryan was already in police custody, having confessed to the unthinkable: he had taken his own mother's life. Ryan's trial and guilt. Ryan's trial began on June 13, 2022. During the proceedings, the court was confronted with the chilling extent of Ryan's elaborate plans, often rehearsed in disturbing homemade videos. These recordings painted a stark picture of his deeply troubled state of mind. His diaries, once kept private, were now in the hands of the police, revealing a deeply troubled mind. Shockingly, these journals contained a chilling plan to assassinate Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Though the motivation behind this sinister scheme remained unclear, Ryan's writing detailed a carefully planned and alarming agenda. Maps were meticulously drawn, Molotov cocktail recipes were crafted, and a precise timeline was established. It was clear that Ryan was unwavering in his intent. However, in a tragic twist, he harbored concerns about his family. His intent was not to involve them in his violent plans, and it was for this reason that he decided to eliminate his first victim, his mother. Psychological evaluation revealed the severity of his condition. His excessive use of substances had led to a severe case of psychosis. Alongside this diagnosis were mood and substance abuse disorders. Ryan had also grappled with long-standing clinical depression and anxiety issues. However, the court concluded that these conditions did not absolve him to his actions, emphasizing the need for legal accountability. In a heartfelt statement, Ryan expressed profound remorse. "I cannot explain or justify my actions. I have no excuse. It hurts me to think about how badly I've wasted my life in the face of something so horrible. Saying sorry seems so pointless, but from every fiber of my being, I am sorry." During the trial, family members delivered victim impact statements, vividly expressing their grief and bewilderment. Ryan's sister, in particular, struggled with profound betrayal, questioning her ability to trust anyone after her brother's gruesome act against their vulnerable mother, weakened by her cancer battle. Supreme Court Justice Kathleen Kerr presiding over the case, labeled the crime as both tragic and heartbreaking, acknowledging the meticulous turn of events where Ryan chose to turn himself in instead of pursuing his initial horrifying plans. Sentence and rehabilitation. Initially facing a first-degree murder charge, Ryan's legal situation shifted due to his compromised mental state during the crime. The charge was reduced to second-degree murder, which, according to Canadian law, still mandates a life sentence. The central debate for his lawyers revolved around the minimum imprisonment term before parole eligibility. Ryan eventually pleaded guilty. His defense argued that his evident remorse should lead to a minimum 12-year term, while the prosecution aimed for 18 years. A middle ground was reached, resulting in a life sentence with a minimum of 14 years in prison. This implies that he won't be eligible for parole until 2036. Ryan is now held in a secure mental health facility, receiving therapy and counseling to address the profound grief stemming from his mother's murder. He serves the rest of his sentence in isolation. As we conclude this harrowing tale, we reflect on the profound impact on the Grantham family, serving as a haunting reminder of the consequences of unchecked psychological turmoil. Our thoughts and support go out to Lisa, Ryan, and their extended family as they embark on the journey towards healing. We implore you to subscribe, like, and activate the notification bell, ensuring you stay attuned to our True Crime channel. Your unwavering support fuels our quest for answers and justice.